Are you dreaming of a Disneyland trip? Yes, that's right, I said Disneyland. Last year, we pushed our Paradise West Coast vacation due to COVID, and now we leave next week. Because we had an extra year to plan, we had a little bit of time to research, and we've made some changes due to that, and I wanted to share those with you today. For all the magical lifestyle and Disney tips, please be sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and hit that notification bell for a little bit of pixie dust in your YouTube feed each week. So a little bit of magical Disney history. Disneyland in Anaheim, California was the first Disney park ever to be built, and it was done so by Walt Disney himself. That means that there are some original attractions that he actually touched, which is very exciting and very dorky for the Disney fanatic. I am a part of that club. Mark and I haven't been to Disneyland since I lived in LA, which is well over a decade ago. So when we first started planning this trip, I knew I wanted to share what I was learning because it's so different from Walt Disney World. One of the major differences between the two Disneys is in sizing. Disneyland only has 2 parks. Disneyland, which feels very much like Magic Kingdom, however the castle is different. In Disney World, you have the Cinderella Castle, and in Disneyland, you have Sleeping Beauty Castle, which is much smaller in scale. And the second park is Disney's California Adventure. These 2 parks are much more intimate, boutique in size, so you really can explore every nook and cranny. Now here's how the sizing of the park relates to resorts. Disneyland has 3 on-property resorts, and you'll understand those quotations in just a moment. Number 1 is Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa. Think Grand Floridian for us Disney World folk. Number 2, the Disneyland Hotel, which is the OG and classic. And number 3, Disney's Paradise Pier Hotel. That's it. Those are all of your Disneyland resort offerings. And like all Disney deluxe resorts, they are expensive, and yes, they're all considered deluxe. Because you only have these 3 choices, you don't have the other 2 tiers of moderate and value like you do in Disney World. However, Disneyland offers something that Disney World does not, and these are called the Good Neighbor Hotels. A Good Neighbor Hotel is a hotel that is approved by Disney, but not owned by them. There are 4 categories of a Good Neighbor Hotel: suites, superior, deluxe, and moderate. So yes, they are leaving out value, but at least there are more options. In fact, there are 56 Good Neighbor Hotel options. And of those, 50 of them are within 1 mile of walking distance to the parks. Let's unpack that, shall we? In Disney World, you have to stay at a high-end, moderate, or a deluxe resort to get within a 1 mile walking distance to the parks, which is typically on the monorail line or perhaps even boardwalk-esque. There are few walking distance resorts in Disney World, but not in Anaheim. Tell me, would you stay at a Good Neighbor Hotel, or are you strictly an on-property type of person? So now do you understand the air quotes? Disney owns 3 on-property resorts, but there are 50 additional resorts within walking distance, which I'm going to consider on property for the sake of our trip. We are staying at the Courtyard by Marriott Theme Park Entrance Hotel. Yes, that is its whole actual name. We have 4 nights at this hotel. It does fall into the deluxe category, and it is located across the street, which is a 5-minute walk or a shuttle service that you can pay for. We won't be paying for a 5-minute shuttle service. Full disclosure, I really wanted to stay at the Disneyland Hotel. I've admitted in previous videos that I am a hotel snob with a problem specifically for Disney hotels, and I love the monorail slide that was newly refurbished at the Disneyland Hotel. I love the vintage vibe of it and the location. However, for the price of a studio room at the Disneyland Hotel, where Mark, Callie, and I would have to share sleeping space, we can get a king-sized suite at the Courtyard by Marriott. This gives Mark and I our own private master bedroom with a balcony and a separate twin bunk bed sleeping space for Callie, as well as a living room area. It does come with a water park view as well, which isn't necessarily as important to me, but there are rooms at this specific resort that you can see the Matterhorn in the background, which I think is pretty amazing. This is costing us around $450 per night. But I don't think that's outrageous given the amount of space we have and that there's a water park on site. As of August, all of the Good Neighbor hotels are open, but there still are some protocols for COVID in place. These include things like enhanced cleaning measures, social distancing in the entire resort, including in the elevators where they're only allowing 4 guests per ride. The on-site bistro has a limited menu with 50% capacity. Reservations are also required at the water park and at the pool because capacity is limited there as well. Now, there is some new information that recently came out about guests who are vaccinated. If you are a fully vaccinated guest within the hotel, then you no longer need to wear face coverings. You don't have to socially distance in the same way. And unvaccinated guests, including younger children, are still being asked to wear masks both indoors and outdoors when not eating, drinking, or in the pool. Basically in public spaces within the hotel. I expect that these protocols will be changing as things have been changing very quickly, but as of right now, California is still being fairly conservative in their measures. So that's just something to know if you are planning a trip right now. So if you're California dreaming of a trip to Disneyland, I hope you found this information helpful. And know that there are options for you to stay at, that a Good Neighbor hotel is approved by Disney, which means that they aren't just getting that title easily. You know Disney's standards. And they offer you an up-close view and distance to the parks, which is the best part. Thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, hit that little notification bell, and I hope you are having a magical August. We will see you very soon. Bye, everybody.